Here in the Cape. Good morning, Jim. How you doing?
Hey, good, Ed. Good. Hey, congratulations on a well-deserved vacation.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Hey, what's going on with this homeless deal? And are you the guy that said that they'll throw him on a bus and get him the hell out of here?
Well, if you soundbite it might appear that way, but if you read the article done by Jeff Spillane, which was very well written, it talks about what we're really describing is there are services available to people, and if we don't have the services yet, we've taken them out of the woods, identified what service they need, then we should get them to locations where they can see the service themselves and make the decision, and a good decision, hopefully, for themselves, to enter the service program.
That makes sense.
So there are services and beds available. They're not here, but let's go find them. When we send people to rehab, Braintree rehab, whatever, everybody takes our people for medical reasons if they're paying and if they're insured. But all of a sudden we get an issue that people that need services and we can't ship them around the region. That's bull, absolute bull.
Well, some of the facilities just north of us, I don't care whether you're talking about Taunton or Fall River, Plymouth, wherever it might be, the services that they have, are they overloaded or do they have room, Jim?
No, they have room. That was the discussion. That is what brought about the comment. People told us there are vouchers for housing in Falmouth, Plymouth, that there's rooms for services, for health services in other areas. If we don't have them and we let these people exist in the woods, shame on us. It's inhumane what's going on out in the woods. We need to pull them out, we need to identify the services they need, and we need to get them help so they can re-enter society.
What about is there any pushback? Have you seen any, to you specifically or to Paul Hebert or anybody else, pushback from the other communities? I mean, the last thing a community wants is an influx of quote-unquote homeless people or people that need some type of assistance, whether it be medical, whether it be psychological, transitional, coming to Plymouth or Fall River or Taunton. And they'd be saying the same thing. What the hell? We don't want you to come up here.
Well, they have that right to feel that way at first, and Barnstable has that right to feel that way. But we don't have the right to shrug our responsibility as humans to take care of each other. Those people that are in the woods, they're not from Centerville, Marston's Mills, Hyannis. So, everybody's got somebody that needs help in their backyard, and it's up to us to provide those services, especially if we know how to do it. We've been long called the capital of social services. Well, let's put them to work. Let's help them. Let's get them, help people to find their way back into society and re-enter.
I think that's the rub, Jim. I'm talking to Jim Crocker, everybody. I think that's the rub, and I think it's an excellent point. But you just heard Fred from Wareham talking about the homeless and the 18 and 19-year-olds. They don't want help.
He's got a point. We know from our work in the woods that there are people from every standard of life. There are people who are trying to drop out of society, and they're living in the woods. There are people operating illegal businesses in the woods. There are people who have mental health and addiction problems in the woods, and there are vets in the woods. We know all that is true. So you just take each segment one at a time, you identify and you get them a social service, and then you try to show them how to re-enter and how to use the services to their advantage.
One of the things that, thanks for calling, Jim, one of the things that hits me about this is it's going to cost us a hell of a lot of money, isn't it?
Well, it's not really us. I think all the services are there. We're talking about places that have empty beds. They've been given grant money. They're social services. They're not soliciting the business. They're not telling us openly there are beds available. We know there are beds available. There's money out there that's been spread out through the grant process and through the nonprofits, and they have yet to really link together to provide the service that's necessary for a society.
All right, good enough. Jim, thanks for joining me this morning. Good points.
Hey,
all right. Hey, keep in touch on this, by the way. It's not going to go away for a while. And very quickly, why 3 years to relocate the NOAA shelter?
I really don't know. I'm not on the inside on that one. There's a group, as you know, HAC, who owns the facility, and there's some type of holdup in their process or in their commitment.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, Jim, thanks very much for calling. Appreciate it. I'm Ed Lambert, everybody. Quick break. I'll be back right after this. Walt, what's going on?